Two of the old rugby strongholds of Western Europe meet in the Far East. Oita, with a stronghold of its own. But today, welcoming everyone. Relax in the onsen, the hot water baths. Or welcome to Oita for the rugby. The second quarter-final to be played here. It's Wales against France. Girado, the last touches, the last pats and slaps from the colleagues, friends, rivals for positions. Individual players in the great team sport. Who will go on to hear the taiko drums again? One of the thumping rituals of this Rugby World Cup, but we will pause for a moment of respect for the host nation, Japan.
We will now observe a moment of silence in solidarity with the people in Japan following the widespread damage, flooding and sadly loss of life caused by Typhoon Haggis.
ここで台風19号により甚大な被害、洪水、犠牲者が出ていることを受け、日本の皆様との結束の思いを込めて黙祷を行います。黙祷。
Thank you.
お直りください。
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Wales and France.
ウェールズ国歌、フランス国歌の演奏です。
coach of France. His last game, will it be? Or is it the last game for Warren Gatland, coach of Wales? The replacements take their leave for the moment. Here is the starting eight for Wales. Jake Ball will pack down alongside the captain, Alun Wyn Jones, in the second row. Wyn Jones, the prop. The last few moments before the action begins. From the quiet of the changing room and the corridor into the stadium where you can hardly hear yourself think now. And France, they never put out a poor pack of forwards. Charles Olivon, one of the rising stars of the game. Grégory Aldrit there, the young number 8. Guiraudot with the white bandage, head bandage. Olivon, tall at 7. Sébastien Varmaina in the second row. Is ready. The French are ready. The Rugby World Cup is ready. Today's referee, Jaco Piper of South Africa. The second quarter-final to be played in Oita, the third overall of this World Cup. Wales against France. We're underway. Dan Biggar, high towards the 22. Grégory Aldrit knocks on. Owen Watkin, the replacement for Jonathan Davis at short notice, reclaims possession. Justin Tipperick, the wing forward. Wenceslas Loré made the tackle. Josh Navidi in midfield. The advantage is already over. Dan Biggar has a little go himself. Gareth Davis, scrum half, waits. Feeds Thomas Francis, the prop. And Francis goes on a journey backwards, but presents. Josh Adams, scorer of 5 tries at the World Cup. Joint top try scorer. Jake Ball, he's one of the heavyweight carriers for Wales.
Leave it now, blue. Leave it blue.
Jaco Piper orders the French off the ball now. Biggar, first test of Maxime Médard, which he passes with a mark.
He's played it quickly, Médard, but just a little bit far from Dan Biggar with the kick, in contrast to his kickoff, which was absolutely perfect and put pressure on France immediately with a good chase. And we saw the error from Aldrit.
Yep. Hold the gap.
Yeah, he looked up, didn't he, Andrew Mertens? He's just a young number 8, Aldrit. A few nerves there coming in for the 22-year-old.
Aaron Wainwright just about gets it, but it's difficult for Gareth Davis. It's there for Justin Tipperick. He organises Big Jake Ball.
Last feet blue.
Gareth Davis back there, looks as if he's going high again.
Balls available.
And Tamak underneath it did well under severe pressure. France, their first little period of possession.
No.
Antoine Dupont, their scrum half, waits. Aldrit to the left. Varmaina to the right. And ahead of him. It's gone forward off a French player. Advantage, Wales. But France won't have been dispirited by that kick. Dupont covering well. Biggar follows up with a tackle. Tamak tries to manufacture a kick. It's Gone forward. No, it hasn't. We've gone back. George North covering back for France. Johan Uge in support. North with Médard over him. Oh, Wales have done very well. Tight against their line to retrieve that. But France bursting on the counter-attack. Wales have to manage this situation. Gareth Davis waits. Takes responsibility. Keeps the ball on the pitch. Médard. Gaël Ficou. Owen Watkin and Hadley Parks tackle the centre. Long. Damien Penaud in full flight. Justin Tipperick with the tackle.
Turnover's mine.
Tipperick not only tackles,
There's the ball.
he makes the turnover. Extreme pressure from France on Wales.
Last feed.
Dan Bigger this time. Ooh. And the challenge, was it late on Bigger?
No, but it was certainly committed from Gaël Ficou. He's gone flying through the air. He was involved in the movement earlier on, of course. A good surge by the French, and Wales doing everything they could to hold out. Two amazing efforts there. Tipperick to get a steal. And you'll see it here. Makes the tackle. Up he goes, and fantastic courage from Justin Tipperick.
Timing on the tackle. Timing on the tackle. Yep.
And Bigger just falling awkwardly there. I don't think there was anything malicious in that at all.
Already we're seeing that fantastic work from the Welsh forward pack. They seem to get there over the ball in numbers. Tipperick, of course, for their turnover as well, and it's their body position. They must have done a heck of a lot of work on that. And they also use it when they kick and chase as well.
France applying the pressure.
More.
Loré wins the line-out. Girardot goes in to control. In they come from the centre. Ficou comes in. Penaud comes in. Girardot for the line. Surely France will go over from here. Wales have delayed possession. Loré over the ball. Vermaina, the second row forward, scores for France. And more than that, it's his first ever try for his country.
There's a huge moment for Sébastien Vermaina. And just too tough to keep out. The French, if there's one thing they know, it's picking and going around the fringes. They set up the maul really well. Assistance from the backs. In they came. Ficou came in. Penaud came in. They got oh so close. But soon enough, it was Vermaina who was not to be denied. Initially stopped Mel, but that second drive that he got on, crucial.
Yeah, well, earlier we saw the flair from the French, and now we've seen the grit from the forward pack. And when they came out together tonight, they spent a lot of time in the changing room, really revving each other up, working together as a unit there. And once again, it's all about body position and your support players pushing you over and helping you out.
Showing their numbers at line-out, so it's very hard to deal with the defence if they don't show their numbers. So
Sébastien Vermaina, a little birthday present to himself. He's 28 tomorrow.
It's very hard to deal with defence unless we've got clear numbers. So just help me look at that.
Romain and Tamac with the first conversion. Off the post. France with the try that puts them into this early lead. Body angle from Vermaina, bounces off two would-be tacklers, stays on his feet, and he's a giant of a man. Good low body position. Dan Bigger towards Vermaina, who plucks it out of the air.
It's a tackle out, no hands. Don't keep him in. Last feed.
Dupont waits at scrum half. Loré in. Owen Watkin wants to get out of there. He's on his way back. Liam Williams comes forward. He's come back off blue.
Back off blue.
Possession for les Bleus. And Tamac. Gaël Ficou. It's no place to lose your footing. but it's still there for France. Ntamak. Vakatawa goes through Navidi. Support from Ntamak. Support from Dupont. Support from Charles Oliver. 2 tries in a matter of 3 minutes. Look at France on fire.
Well, we know this is how they can play, the French. Did we expect it this emphatic, this early? No, but when it goes to Vakatawa, you know that something's going to happen. Ntamak following up on the inside, and beautiful hands, support lines, and Charles Olivon, the beneficiary of some startling French play.
Oh, this is great. I was hoping this would happen because we just wanted to see a fantastic quarter-final, and it's playing out big time. Believe it or not, even though Wales were the favourites, France have created more clean breaks, made more metres, and beaten more defenders than Wales, and they showed why just then with that fantastic attack.
Ntamak this time adds the 2 points. After just 8 minutes of play, France lead by 12 points to 0. Charles Olivon, scorer of the second try. And for the third time in rapid succession, Dan Biggar has to restart. Ntamak. Aldrit.
Inside. Ball is still inside.
Dupont. Marinal against Alan Wynne-Jones. Still inside the 22, says Jakob Piper. Dupont, happy to clear the ball off the park. Oh, we can pause for breath.
Yes, Wales will certainly be happy that touch was found there. It gives them a chance to compose themselves, get the ball back in their hands.
Hold. Yeah. You need to give them time to adjust. No. Come in.
Owens to throw. Safely down. Biggar takes the big hit.
First man in.
Of Romain Ntamak. And France have turned over possession.
Backwards.
It's gone backwards, it's gone forwards. The ball is bouncing around uncontrollably. Gareth Davis on Ntamak. But it still sort of counts as turnover ball for France from the Welsh line-out.
Ruck. No.
Dupont again.
That's all good. Stay there.
Slows everything down. Keeps the ball infield. Dan Biggar to Liam Williams. Williams sets off on a run. Tackled by Bernard Leroux. Wainwright. Wales just need to consolidate. They need some possession. They've been stung by this French start. Hadley Parks tries to find George North, but the touchline wins the contest. France dominating for the moment.
Yeah, good nice did this. No. 9-con dummy, so no, ball out.
Got to have quick ball. Oh, sorry, Mel. You've got to have quick ball against the French, don't you? Because that
I'm going to slow down
defensive line is ripping up. They came up on the outside of Dan Biggar, off the line out, and he had to turn it back in. That was where the turnover came from initially. Once they're set, they're really getting up, and you've got to keep them on the back foot, don't you?
Yeah, it's the speed that they're going up for sure.
Ficou, held by Navidi. Guirado.
On his rig.
Now Wainwright away.
Advantage over.
Aaron Wainwright pouncing on scraps, and Wales score 3 tries in the opening 12 minutes.
Intense pressure from the Welsh defence, but look at the acceleration here. Big physical hit, the ball goes bubbling free. Look at him go! The French didn't even want to try. They saw how quickly Wainwright set off. There was no point.
Aaron Wainwright, his first try for his country.
Yeah, the French, they were all set up on attack there, weren't they, as the ball goes straight through the post. And because they were up looking for the attack, there was nobody in that covering hole. Usually your halfback will sit back there. It was just a beautiful hole for Wainwright to score his first try.
Oh my goodness, what a start we've had here in Oita. Liam Williams and Guillaume Guirado. The little exchanges that occur out there on the field.
The ball's clearly out for me. He stood over the line.
Well, Merch, this ball is proving a little elusive at the moment.
Yes, and the defence has been staunch, hasn't it, and violent.
The catch by Owen Watkin. Jonathan Davis cried off shortly before kick-off. Owen Watkin in to replace him. Gareth Davis. Welsh custom is to keep the ball on the pitch. Maxime Médard puts pressure on. Dan Biggar is back there. Does he go for touch?
Oh, yes, Dan!
No, he keeps it on the paddock. Infield to Aldrit. Aldrit tries to batter his way through. Justin Tipperick, part of the tackling operation. Liam Williams in his own 22 calls the mark.
Both teams deciding that it's a bit of a lottery, isn't it, when you run too many phases just because of that defence. It's knocking the ball loose. A good long kick from Intermark, but well positioned was Liam Williams at the back.
Yeah, Williams keeps the ball infield. Intermark. Long from Liam Williams to Dan Biggar. Different type of trajectory. And that one does find touch.
Well, that's heartwarming, Eddie. Lovely to see a spiral in this day and age. And it was a beautiful kick too, wasn't it, from Biggar? Just held off, stroked it through. Lovely flight.
From those long downtown kicks.
Down into the French half they go.
It was a good tactical decision too, because before that they'd been kicking the ball in, allowing the French to play with it, use it, have possession. So a good option for him to go to the sideline, where now Wales should put a couple of jumpers up and put some pressure on that line out.
Guirado throws. Up goes Varmaina.
It's a maul.
It's a maul.
Once! Use it!
Wales get the put in at the scrummage. Maul, said the referee.
Gee, that was good defence, good maul defence from Wales. We saw that from New Zealand last night against the Irish. Just getting low very early, getting underneath that attacking maul. As you'll see here, they straight away looked at how low they got, right underneath, and France, standing a little too tall, could not get any traction whatsoever.
I love the conversation going on there between Charles Olivon and Alwyn Jones.
Come on. Nice and square. Crouch. Bind. Set.
First scrummage, like so many,
Hang on.
will need resetting.
Hang on.
Always good to see the first scrum, particularly with France, because it's so relies on the 8 being able to coordinate
It wasn't a great connection.
their
anyway,
efforts
so
and
let's do
their
this
strength,
again.
their force. And they do have statistically
Here's the
the
middle.
worst scrums
Bring your feet
scrum
forward.
of the World
Keep that
Cup.
strong.
Yet again, they do pride themselves in this facet of the game, don't they?
They do. Habas Slimani there on the tight head side, number 3 against Wyn Jones. I mean, he is the specialist scrummage brought into the starting 15.
See Josh Adams very, very wide out here too, perhaps looking for a kick pass or something of the like to chase.
What's on your side? All good. Yeah. Both players go now. Can we bring it a little closer? Would it help?
Yeah, there's
Okay.
Josh Adams right against this near touchline.
Up. Up.
Jaco Piper, first of all, has to control the scrummage. There's Josh Adams. Wales do like the pass kick.
Bind. Sit.
Good scrummage for Wales. Dan Bigger. George North off the wing. Gets the ground. Gareth Davis to Jake Ball. Davis again. Bigger. Hadley Parks. Tackled by Vakatawa. Vakatawa has to move. He does. Davis having a little dart. France were waiting. Tom Francis goes to scrum half. Josh Navidi. Wainwright and Francis offer their support.
First man in.
France has stolen it. Wales has stolen it back. This elusive ball. It's very tricky to control. Wales have a scrum advantage. Jake Ball drives up.
Around the neck.
High tackle by Vamaina.
He dipped, but it's just around the neck. It's nothing deliberate.
Just doing enough at the moment, France, to slow that ball, not give in any forward momentum to Wales. They're going to take the kick to get them back within that 3-point buffer of France. Just have a bit of a breather for a minute.
Isn't it strange in this World Cup? Points have come in their clusters.
He kept his bind.
Yes, and for Wales especially,
Perfect. I'll have a look.
that game against Australia, the critical game of the pool, they got away pretty well, scored points together, then Australia came back, scored the points, and Wales wresting the initiative back towards the end.
Dan Bigger came through head injury protocols to be available for this game. Lands the penalty that does bring Wales to within 2 points. They'll be very relieved in those red shirts because France got off to a flyer. Coach Warren Gatland, he'll be sitting a little bit more comfortably. Jacques Brunel, what happened to that lead? Romain Ntamak. Owen Watkin. The captain, Alan Jones, takes it up. Wales, it's a dangerous strategy to try to exit from the 22 with a passing game. Gareth Davis gets them down to the French half, and that does quite a play. That's a long clearance from Gareth Davis.
It's a good clearance, and I guess we see the result of taking the risk for an extra phase, just bringing it infield a little bit. He gets a better angle there, and it was a really good chase from George North too to prevent the quick throw in, Mel.
Yeah, Wales are using their forwards really well. It's their pattern.
Let's go, Blue.
They use them in the middle of the field to give them options on either side, and also to take the pressure off the kicker.
Show me numbers.
Bernard Leroux with the line out. Gaël Ficou with a drive into the Welsh half. Wenceslas Loré takes it on. Ntamak tackled by Jake Ball. Giraldo against Wainwright. Médard waits. And again, France look behind the Welsh three-quarters. Liam Williams.
Play on. Stand.
Williams to Médard. And Williams back on his feet. Médard spotted a gap. That's a very good kick by Maxime Médard. Williams takes it quickly to Dan Bigger.
Hold here.
Bigger back to Maida.
Hold here. Okay.
Wales will have to be careful with their chase here. Owen Watkin with the tackle on Maida. Aldrit, tackled by Wainwright. Tamak to Vakatawa. Tries to arc on the outside. Wales cut off the pass. Pick up the scratch. Hadley Parks downfield. Hadley Parks in hot pursuit. It looks as if Tamak has the pace to get back. France looking to take it quickly. Oh, this is non-stop here in Oita.
Wales showing they could get their own back with vigorous defence. Vakatawa always a threat, but he's trying to get those arms free for the offload, and as a result, it's spilt. Yeah, that man there, genetically, he's not going to be short of speed, is he? Coming from Émile Ntamak.
Father Émile. In fact, Damien Penaud, father Alain, both French internationals. Navidi waits. Brilliant by Penaud to Ficou. Ficou ignores Loy in support, but what a launch by France from their own kick. Threatening again. Just outside the Wales 22. Guirado picks up. Dupont waits. Ntamak. Médard. Wyn Jones can only watch. Here goes Grégory Aldrit. Ntamak. And
Number one.
Penalty for Wales. Another
in this one.
high challenge, and it's against Jefferson Poirot.
Back middle. Number one, around the neck. Clean out around the neck.
It's become such a different zone, the tackle, hasn't it? Not just clean anymore, it becomes really a wrestling bout with these guys clashing into one another, trying to prevent the ball carrier from getting his arms free and getting the ball away, and it's a real tussle, and as a result, quite often goes a little bit too high. Beautiful take from Damien Penaud. Would have been right in front of you, Mel. Good view.
Oh my goodness, he really is a talent. I was reading up about him before. They're calling him the next genius of French rugby. I'd love to see him with the ball in hand a little more. They give him that opportunity off set piece. Be great to see.
Ruckles in the middle. Yeah, number one.
Damien Penaud, just 23, 5 tries in his 15 caps so far. Today, his 16th game. Wales taking their time. Ken Owens looks at the full line-out. Aaron Wainwright down to Gareth Davis. Davis has to have a little look on his own. France through the line-out quickly. Tom Francis to Alan Wyn Jones. It's scrappy for Wales. Wyn Jones, the prop, says, let's just consolidate first. Justin Tipperick to Jake Ball.
Last feed. Ball's out play.
Bigger. Owen Watkin. Justin Tipperick, well-timed run by the flanker. Good understanding with Gareth Davis.
Play on.
Davis, Wainwright, Bigger. Hadley Parks very cleverly on Watkins to Alan Wyn Jones. Ken Owens, the hooker, on the wing. He heads in field. Still Wales, though, building something through Jake Ball. There for Davis. Bigger. Oh, Wainwright. Play on until now. Oh, Wainwright. I think he thought he was on a dummy run there.
There were plenty of runners coming off Dan Bigger as we see that beautiful run from Tipperick. The difference was they just got some quicker ball at the ruck. Gareth Davis set off, and there's the beautiful hands from Owen Watkin on out to the big boys having fun on the outside. And when it came back, unfortunately, he will see it again. Lovely tip on. Alan Wyn Jones appreciative of that chance to run in some space, which he doesn't often get.
Well, they really needed a number 11 or a 15 out there, didn't they? Could have been a different story, but lovely little step there for Owens off his left.
Oops. Josh Navidi is coming off the field. Ross Moriarty, whose father Paul was in the team that finished third at the World Cup of 1987. His uncle Richard was the captain of that team. The Moriarty dynasty.
There'll be no soft penalty, so work for it, West. Stay in the fight.
Straight swap. Number 8 for number 8.
That's good from you.
Looks like a hamstring.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Solid ball, quick ball for Dupont, then Ntamak. Liam Williams casually takes it and then thumps it down to Ntamak. It's a territorial battle. Medard,
Hold the out.
he goes straight down the middle. George North outside his 22, now inside his 22. North, ooh, that doesn't want to go out on the full. It doesn't. Oh. It looked a bit ugly, but it's turned out to be very effective. Medard to Penaud. Penaud tackled by Owen Watkins. And Tamak to Medard. Medard happy to kick that cross kick pass. Uge. Good tackle, Liam Williams. Ficou in support. Moriarty goes high with a tackle. Penalty advantage, France.
We're going to take it.
Aldrit takes it on. There's a little scuffle up on the touchline. Dupont. Rabat Slimani drives on. The scuffle is over. There's a French player down on the ground, but they have the advantage. And here comes Penaud, tackled by Bigger. The support from Guirado, the knock-on by Vakatawa. But we're going back to the penalty.
Back over there. Yep.
This is going to be a nervous wait for Ross Moriarty, Eddie, because I think the first contact may have been on the neck. And unfortunately for him, Ficou is the man who's down.
A dangerous tackle by
was tackled.
20 Redditors.
Yep. What do you think it is?
Marius Jonker, today's television match official.
Okay, we're going now. Jaco, here we go.
High speed running. Direct on the chin. Yellow. Yep.
All right, Jaco.
You happy with the yellow there, Morris?
I think a yellow is
yellow's
definitely in order there.
Yep. Captain. The question, no. Captain.
Not a red,
Yeah. Yes. It's high speed running, it's direct to the chin, so therefore yellow. It's not that dangerous. No, straight on the chin.
Ross Moriarty thought that was going to be red.
And I think he had reason to, too, because I think that was one of those 50-50 calls that could have gone against him. When you look at the result of Ficou staying down, when you see that the initial contact was on the jaw, as we see it come across now, I thought at the start maybe Ficou had ducked into it, but the replay just shows the initial contact whack.
Well, he did actually go down slightly, and the difference between a yellow and a red is basically the subjective assessment of the referee, and he decided there was mitigating circumstances, which was Ficou going down.
Welsh supporters, of course, will be thinking back to 2011, the loss of Sam Warburton against the same opposition in the semi-finals in New Zealand.
It does affect the national consciousness. Guillaume Guirado. Gaël Ficou is up and running. Bernard Leroux. France go down the short side. Guillaume Guirado. A little bit of space in that narrow channel. It's gone loose. Ficou. Hauled back by Jake Ball. But Wales down to 7 forwards at the moment. Loré tackled by Wainwright. Back up. Guirado again. Here comes Vakatawa. Ken Owens with the tackle. Numbers, it seemed, that France make ground the hard way. Mida. Justin Tipperick holds him up, and then he goes to ground.
Leave it through.
Dupont. Tafar Maina, one try to his name. And Tamak, Penaud, Vakatawa. France take full advantage of Moriarty's yellow card. Virimi Vakatawa scores France's third try.
Clinical execution at the finish from the French, and for the Welsh defence, you can only plug so many holes for so long before these men, with the talent they have, will find a way to hurt you. And it was an excellent finish. An initial foray down that blind side from the line out, stretching out the Welsh defence, and when it finally came back after several phases, the injection of Penaud and the ability to find his man and support Vakatawa, well played at the end.
A delicious offload by Damien Penaud.
Last space good. Feels good.
Two out of three for Romain Ntamak. France's lead grows. Wales 10, France 19.
It's just a mixture of structure and then individual brilliance, and then the fact that the French backs are just running those holes, and of course the try scorer, Vakatawa, has hit the gap a number of times. Brilliant work from France.
Dan Biggar has split his forwards. Into France's 22. Ooh. Charles Olivon clattered as he caught the ball, but it's come loose for Mida. It's a bounce that suits France no end. Dan Biggar races back. It has been the story of the half. This ball has been bouncing all over the place, and it seems to suit France.
There's none of them. No.
The speed of the chase here wasn't particularly good for France. A great chase, a well-kicked kick-off, but just a little bit of luck, and Medard pounced. And it's Loe here. Look at those long legs stretch out. We've already seen Wainwright with his speed, and a great chase. Dan Biggar, really no other option.
France again through Olivon set up the maul. Guirado and it's back, and again the three quarters come in. Ficou, Huget, Guirado in control. It's gone down. France haven't got that many three quarters. Guirado, Ken Owens on the ball. It's Poirot driving on. Aldrit. That's Wales's goal line. Dupont looks at it, feeds Barmaina. That's a good tackle by Owens again. Here comes Vakatawa. They try and hold him up.
Leave it right!
Dupont, long, Ntamak. Damien Penaud comes on. Can Wales break out now? Oh, there's a wonderful chaotic feel to this game. Gareth Davis arrives. Turnover ball for Wales. Davis back to Biggar. Biggar keeps it on the field. The game will not stop. Medard involved in just about everything. Ntamak. Tipperick can't stop him. It's going to be, it is not It's a fantastic tackle by George North. France arrive in numbers. Olivon, he can't get through.
6
France
men offside.
back to where they were. Wainwright has been penalised for offside. Meda, Vermaina, Watkin with the tackle. Aldrit, Josh Adams flying in to make the tackle. Still
Take the ball.
a penalty advantage to France. Meda, Penaud in pursuit, will
Where's the
take
mark?
the penalty. Oh, what a game.
Number 6 offside.
Taking its toll. We see Intermac down there. He's been involved in everything. And there was real trouble here for the Welsh. Intermac showing his speed, just getting on the outside of Tipperick. And a great tackle, as you said, Eddie, by George North. He's saved a couple of things now for Wales. And Josh Adams also playing his part from the other wing on defence.
You've got to say France have got their mojo in this first half. There's no doubt about that. There's a little bit of luck. There's this beautiful instinctive play. There's a tackle which winded Intermac. But they're just brilliant at the moment, France. The question is, can they continue it into another 40 minutes in the second half? Meanwhile, Wales have just got to stop kicking the ball and going back to their pattern and keeping it in their forwards.
Yes, when they're kicking at Wales, they really need to put it out, ideally into the second row of the stand, just to make sure they can't take a quick throw in, even France, because with a man down, you need to soak up the time as much as you can. It's having an effect too. One man down, not only is it on defence, but it means that pulling an extra man out to cover the loose forward in that defensive line means you can't put as much pressure on the breakdown, and France is getting much quicker ball.
Gregory Aldrit having some running repairs.
On the benches, make sure number 8, is he going to be for a blood replacement?
It appears that Aldrit will go off for a head injury assessment. There's Ross Moriarty in the bin. Paul Strigen, fitness coach there. The clock has stopped. Aldrit
I'll make sure for you.
is staying on. Dad Bigger.
I'm going to ask now. How much time
Very
left for
much
yellow?
part of the scrambling defensive operation from one end of the field to the other. France turning deep defense into such menacing attack.
Offside. Shot.
Intermac's going to take the shot, try and extend the lead to 12.
Got to be behind.
Interesting decision. 3 minutes still for Moriarty on the bench. He'll get about a minute and a half of unleashing whatever he can to finish off the half. Interesting to see the French not taking on that Welsh pack with a line-out drive right in the corner.
Good. 6 on the defender also.
France will happy enough with the way this first half has gone.
Just get the replays
Three
behind the goal line.
tries.
Penalties 5 metres up.
A chance now, and look at that. That's the other face of a quarter-final. Romain Ntamak missed with his first, successful with 2. This to stretch the lead to 12 points. Off the post for the second time. For the moment, the lead stays at just 9, but Wales have some clearing to do here. Ken Owens drives up. Gareth Davis waits. Wales happy to work it closer to the touchline. Back to Bigger. And Bigger does put it off the field. He was listening, Mertz.
I did wonder if Wales might just keep playing those phases there, running down the clock for another minute or so. It does obviously take it out of the forwards.
Let's go.
Just being able to chew up that extra minute as Moriarty is on his feet and looking, itching to get back on.
Van Marina to Guirado. Ken Owens with the tackle. Vakatawa against Hadley Parks. Vakatawa full of menace. Dupont waits. Rabah Slimani. Aldrit. Wales try and slow up delivery to Dupont. It's there for him. Olivon. Romain Ntamak to the very dangerous Damien Penaud. This time he can't get clear.
Ball up play.
Ficou picked up the scraps. Dupont. Aldrit. There for Dupont. Inside to Johan Uge. Guirado in support. He's bundled over.
Play on.
Wales
No influence.
thought there was some obstruction. Jaco Piper says play on. Bernard Leroux gets away. Wales rush up. The passes go a little wild, but Vakatawa, the power
Advantage
of him.
red. Lost forward.
It's gone forward. There's an advantage to Wales as Liam Williams comes away with it. There's still time. Wales in front of their own post, and they don't gift Guirado the try. There was the advantage being played.
Ball was lost forward. Nothing formed. Lost forward.
Lost forward. Oh,
Right, thanks, Enham.
it has a little bit of everything,
Lost forward. No,
this
no
game.
ruck. Here we go.
Ross
Ball in.
Moriarty, much to the relief of his captain, comes back on the field.
I felt it. Pass the ball away from that situation.
As Paper's
read.
decided,
My read.
referee Paper has decided that
Yeah.
there is enough time to play the scrum. It'll
I
be the
make a
last
judgment.
act of the half, unless there's a penalty. There was the knock on the
Make a
turnover,
knockout.
and there was space for Wales, and they knew they needed to get it there.
Let's go.
And the rueful smile on the face of Guirado just afterwards, oh so close.
Okay.
There was space out there. They certainly did have numbers, but the execution wasn't right. And at the same time, Wales playing the same game as France.
Crouch.
And also you can see the frustration when Dupont went through with that little run and they were asking the ref the question. They just need to start focusing back on their own game, Wales, and I'm sure they'll get that message from Warren Gatland at halftime.
The relief for Wales is that they conceded
Say
one
again.
try when Ross Moriarty was in the bin, but they
Nice and
held
strong.
out
Nice and strong.
and didn't concede any more points. And I imagine Dan Biggar is going to get this ball off the field as soon as he can, and Wales go and regroup
Crouch.
in the changing room at half-time.
Might
Ball.
not even get it, Eddie. If I was Gareth Davis, I'd be sprinting across that touchline pretty quickly.
No.
Free kick.
Pressure's coming forward.
I think Dan Biggar, there he goes, off the field. Jaco Piper blows for half-time. 29 points in this first half alone. France, with the bulk of those, they have been full of danger and daring. At half-time, France lead Wales by 19 points to 10. It's been a tough first half for Wales in many respects. The good cheer remains. There's still a whole half to come. Will they change anything? They've been down at half-time against France many times in the series. Wales do believe they are fitter than France. But is this the old France that saves their best performances for the biggest tournaments?
Yes, if you look back at their last performance against Tonga, of course, they limped over the line after yielding quite a big lead that they held after half an hour. So Wales will be backing their fitness, and also sometimes not just that, the mental application. How long will this adrenaline keep France up?
France have made a change at half-time. Camille Lopez is on, wearing 22. So Romain Ntamak, who had a very influential first half, has gone off. We don't know yet whether it's through injury or strategy. This is Camille Lopez. No changes on the Welsh team yet. Alan Wynne-Jones, Virimi Vakatawa, ready to go again. The quarter-final between Wales and France in Oita is underway again. Owen Watkin waits, tackled by Vakatawa. Gareth Davis to the captain. Gareth Davis inside his 22. Wales have not changed their tactic of kicking onto the field. Dan Biggar from Medar. This time the torpedo kick. A little bit of extra distance there. Medar back into his own 22. Liam Williams this time. One for himself to chase. Not huge height. Williams excellent at this. Does it again. Vakatawa holds him up. Wales need to get reinforcements in there. Williams gets the ground.
Get the ball, leave the ball, move. Get the ball, last feet.
Jake Ball. Biggar again. Goes on his own. George North on his shoulder. Biggar hands to Gareth Davis. Olivon with the tackle. Tipperit to scrum half. Hadley Parks. It's picked off by Damien Penaud. Wales are turned over again. Wales turn it back their way. We start again. Jake Ball takes a good little flip inside pass. Lots of varieties as Josh Adams stands, fights his corner. It's a maul. France will have the put in unless Wales can get to ground. Well done, Josh Adams. Jake Ball again. Penalty to France.
Number 3.
They just started to rush things a little bit, Wales, didn't they? Got a bit excited about getting some go-forward ball. And it's decision-making failing them a little there. Going to the blind side where the French defence was stacked up.
Lopez to just outside the Welsh 22. France with the throw-in.
I'm going to say France are not entering the breakdown on defence either. They're just fanning out every time, so they're able to take care of those Welsh forwards who are trying to keep possession and take the ball up.
Bernard Leroux wins at the front. Dupont has to go digging for it. Vakatawa. Loré picks up, feeds Aldrit. Hadley Parks holds him down.
Not on the ball.
Drop goal pressure! Drop goal pressure! Drop goal pressure!
Delivers for Dupont. Drop goal. Lopez. Just wide. 22 dropout.
Yeah, nicely struck kick from Camille Lopez. It's what he's on for as well. Keep ticking it over. Slightly different game from Ntamak. Maybe just keep Wales guessing. I'm interested to see, as we just see the ball slightly to the right of the post. Interesting to see when Wales decide that a chip kick or a grubber kick behind this very rapid French defensive line might be appropriate. There are opportunities behind.
Here is Lopez again. Aldrit to the halfway line and a little beyond it. Leroux. France very tight around the ball, so Lopez kicks.
Hold!
Bigger waits. Uge with a follow-up tackle.
It's taken back.
Jake Paul runs into a pair of French shirts. France pinning Wales back at the start of this second half. Davis waits. Lopez again. Gets away from George North. Dan Bigger with a follow-up tackle.
That's a French foot, is it? Yeah, play on.
Vakatawa going backwards to go forwards, he hopes.
Okay, no hands. No hands, Boyd. 5.
Tipperick flips Poirot over.
Touched by
Dupont.
Reid.
That'll roll towards touch, and it's been touched by Red. Liam Williams want to keep it in field. He can't. Advantage France.
All right.
Josh Adams and Baba Slimani. Excellent position for France.
Yes, they got away with the one there, I think, as well. Dupont had no chasers. There wasn't communication out there. It was a good kick. Just got the touch, and it got a lovely bounce for France, rolling quickly towards the touchline. But he had no chasers, Dupont. And now they're in a golden position.
Leroux wins the ball. How many three-quarters will come in to this maul? It's not going anywhere fast. Girado tries to go up the narrow side. Penalty advantage to France. Girado comes away with it.
We're going back, side entry.
Side entry at the maul.
Side entry. Side entry. More than one player. Swinging around the
Got
side.
that second shunt going pretty well, Mel, didn't they? As we see
I think 7 is the most
Tamak
obvious.
nursing a thigh or a quad injury. But once they got stymied at the first attempt, Mel, they got the second push going in that maul.
Well, all of their experience is really in their pack, particularly the tight 5 for France. That front row, it's the 16th time they've actually played together, which is a record. So we have a look again, just see there. Great discipline to stay together in a group, whereas the Welsh defence just disintegrated.
They can rebuild from here. They go longer to Varmaina. Wales,
Taken backwards.
first point of defence is good. Or hands around Wainwright's throat. Oh, and an elbow to Wainwright's face there. Dupont waits for the moment.
Take it out now.
France edge forward.
Go around the neck.
We have an incident here.
Around the neck, blue.
This could be very bad news for Sébastien Varmaina.
Around number 5, around the neck. Thank you.
Doesn't look like it's going to go any further from Jaco Paper. Got to assume he got
Number
some
5,
assistance
around
from
the neck.
Paul Williams, sideline there, but
5 and 6.
not going to review it. Mahina may well have dodged a bit of a bullet there.
Yeah. Wales escape. Here we go. Keep an eye on 5. France with a scrum cap there. And now that.
Oh, yeah. If it goes to script, it will go to the TMO.
TMO is on the case.
So, Jaco, let me tell you what I'm seeing.
Yeah, just a moment.
I'm going to, can I carry on?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm going to show you an elbow to the face by a French player in that last maul.
Yep.
Just hold on. Right, there we go.
That's clear. That's clearly.
I'm going to show it to you
made
at
a
full
decision.
speed. I'm showing you at full speed. Hold on.
Real speed now for impact. First around the neck, and then the second go, bang.
That's correct. And that is
That's
number.
very clear, guys. Are you all on saying that's a red card?
Yeah, let me just get the correct number for you. Hang on, Jaco.
No, I've got him.
Number 5,
You happy
blue.
with that?
Number 5.
Bez, you happy with that? Yeah. Look, there's the first action is around the neck. Then you take your arm away, and deliberately you hit him with the elbow in the head. That's a red card. No.
Sebastian Van Maina is sent off. Straight red card.
You've very little doubt in that, and once those replays started getting shown, the crowd responding really loudly. No option, Jaco Paper, but to pull out their red card.
Justin Tipperick wins line-out ball. We're back underway. France will be down to 7 forwards. 14 men in total for the rest of the game.
Carnage collapsing.
It's a penalty advantage to Wales. Davis feeds bigger the little dink. It's gone to Gael Ficou, but Wales have the penalty.
A bit of a roll of the dice with the advantage. Dan Bigger,
Clear collapse.
that space I was
Ball going
talking about
forward.
before the kick.
Taking that one.
Probably just telegraphed a little bit to the French midfield. They were able to turn and get it. But here's a signal of intent as well up against 7 forwards, Mel.
Well, absolutely, you'd expect a rolling maul off a clean line out here, perhaps because that's where they have the number advantage. And of course, France, just in 2 ill-disciplined moments, they're ahead on the scoreboard, and you know, whatever was going through Maina's mind when he elbowed his opposition, it was just a fuse going off there. He may have cost his team a quarter.
It is the reverse of what happened at the World Cup of 2011. Sam Warburton for Wales sent off. This time Sebastian Van Maina sent off. A change, and the captain of France is going off. Camille Chat comes on and Guillaume Guiado comes off. Wales edge forward. Edge now sideways. They have to play it
Going
pretty
sideways.
quickly. Going in the right direction now. They're going in the right direction now.
No.
Chat pours in. Davis waits. Ross Moriarty waits for the ball. Here he goes. Alan Wynne-Jones waits. France have turned the ball over. Brilliant play by their 7 forwards. Wales taking their eye off the ball just at the wrong moment. France, through Bernard Leroux, give themselves a better angle for the clearance kick. Little careless moment by Wales. France can clear.
Not out of danger yet, France. Not sure, not entirely sure everything was above board in that ruck, but the thing is, the messier the game gets, the more unorthodox, the more it does play into the French hands. Wales wants to structure this game from now on with a man extra.
Jake Ball arrives in the line-out. Justin Tipperick wins it.
Small.
Ken Owen secures it at the back.
That's red down. No, no blue down. It's only red players down.
Camille Chat, theatrical about his attempt to release himself. Gareth Davis, Chat over the ball again.
Leave it blue. Blue.
Tipperick to Ken Owens. Owens. France competing for everything on the ground. It's there for Tipperick. It's not easy for Wales though. Alan Wynne-Jones. He's held off the ground. Wales need to get forwards there to support their captain.
Advantage, Duckler.
Advantage to Wales. Can they start nibbling at this French lead? The little dink. Dupont read it very well, but we will go back to the penalty. Now, we had a case yesterday, Mertz, where
No, tackle.
Australia were trailing. They had a chance to take 3 points. They didn't. Would you here?
Yes, I would. I mean, that's a goal kicker's perspective.
Definitely.
You know, we're all out for our own glory, but to get it back within 7 points within the converted try, I think it's important that Wales don't just start going for all or nothing yet.
Great.
They can work their way back down this end, and so it's proved Dan Biggar's going to have a shot. There's plenty of time. They've got another 30 minutes with a one-man advantage. There's no need to rush things.
Well, if he does get it, it just helps the confidence, because there is an element of panic happening in the tight there at the moment with Wales. You know, they have more forwards on the park. They should be able to dominate and get their runners going, but France are just managing to slow up their breakdown ball.
While the fans look on, we have changes on the field. France want to get fresh forwards onto the field. Paul Gabriag is on for Gregory Aldrit. Meanwhile, Dan Biggar lines up the kick, and Wales take a bite out of France's lead. Wales 13, France 19.
As a 9.
There's Gregory Aldrit in the wars. Well, it's fun up there, but it's pretty serious down here. Owen Watkin waits. Back to Dan Biggar. Biggar high, turning in the windless air in the dome. Maxime Médard has found a little bit of space. Biggar read it well. Past Johan Uge, delivers for Gareth Davis. Ken Owens, the hooker, to Liam Williams. Hadley Parks, hauled down by Gabriag. Liam Williams. Williams hangs on to it. France have won themselves a penalty.
First man.
Yes, either Poirot or Camille Chart, who has been an absolute nuisance since he came on, and I mean that with the greatest respect. He has been into everything, Chart, and one of them has forced the penalty there by just getting in quickly over the ball. I thought a ruck maybe had been created. Not too many complaints from the Welsh. They've backed off the 10 metres, and France take the chance to exit their half.
Lopez puts them down to the Welsh 22. France will have the throw-in. How the game has changed. Camille Lopez came on at half-time for the injured Romain Untemak. He can manage a game. He's more a kicker than a runner.
Remember, they're one less.
He's already had one attempt at a drop goal. You can be sure he'll have some more. They might set a few phases here, France, and go for the 3. Get back outside that 7-point margin.
Number 16, Camille Chat, who has been really prominent. In the short time he's been on the field, in he goes again to secure it at the back.
Once, going backwards.
France will be very careful what they do to anybody in the middle of a maul. Out it comes to the back. Fakarawa again goes the long way round. Dupont will feed the forwards. First, Leroux. Camille Chat.
More! No, that's Small first.
Oh, it's gone to ground. Chat did well. Lopez, Ficou on the loop.
Tackle, release! Yep.
It's there for Olivon. Penalty no penalty to Wales. Play on. Jakob Piper was in the process of putting the whistle to his lips, and then he played on. France with a chance. Vakarawa. Thomas Williams is out there. 21 for Wales. Replacement scrum half. Leroux comes charging from deep. The strength of Bernard Leroux. 14-man France on the attack. Does Lopez go for the drop goal? It's there. Dupont waits again. Lopez not back for the drop goal. Instead, they come through Poirot.
He is now.
Straight behind the breakdown lurks Camille Lopez.
There's the ball. Yep, let's go.
And still he waits. And still he waits. As Vakarawa takes on Williams, gets the pass away, knock on by Damien Penaud. And he knows it.
No, he touched it.
Well, we'll never know what made Camille Lopez change his mind, but suddenly, perhaps seeing the opportunity, Vakatawa, of course, wants the ball any time he can get it. Lopez just changing direction, swinging the ball wide. Opportunity lost for France.
They are electric when they get out to Vakatawa. Every time he gets the ball, he's looking for that offload, and pushing that pass, and having Penaud over there on the right-hand side. They've been making some inroads, and meanwhile you had like 1960s style of rugby in the middle of the field with the pick and goes for France. I'm surprised that they didn't lose numbers after so many phases. There he is, Vahat Maina.
The red-carded big second row from Clermont-Auvergne. Aaron Wainwright is having some attention for Wales. Looking at it, Mertz, it's not immediately apparent that France are suffering by being down to 14.
No, they'll be very happy to be up this end, although they've just lost the ball. But they'll be making it difficult for France. As Mel said at the start of the half, they weren't committing too many to the breakdown anyway. Wales was getting a lot quicker and easier ball, but the French defence was spreading, and it's a matter of containment now for them. So they'll make it hard for Wales to get every single metre up out of their own half.
So Paul Gabrillac has gone up into the second row alongside Bernard Leroux. Wenceslas Loré on this near side in the back row. Charles Olivon, no number 8 for France. Thomas Williams, the new scrum half for Wales.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Hold it 9.
Ross Moriarty leaves it for Thomas Williams. Oof. Josh Adams took on the kick. Penaud to Médard. Drop goal from Médard. It's a strange one. Touched by Red. Nobody offside. Dan Biggar. Way downfield. Back to Médard. Back towards the Welsh end. Liam Williams goes back. Touches it down for dropout 22.
Player with a wide range of skills, Maxime Médard, and just showing us his full range of kicking options too. The hybrid grubber kick, drop kick there. Ambitious from 40-odd, 45 metres. And it shows that the French are conscious of that 7-point gap.
Lopez. Adams tried to collar him, but France come yet again. Leroux. Médard happy to drill it down. France protecting this 6-point lead.
This will be right down in front of you, Mel. What have you made of the set piece today? Not my specialty, of course.
Well, the line out has pretty much gone with the team throwing in. but we haven't seen much off the top. It's just been rolling maul the entire game. And for Wales, is there an argument that they go away from their kicking game and try and get some possession and just rolling it up in the middle of the field with their forwards before they go wide?
Ivan Jones, the captain, takes the ball in the line-out. Well, they've gone back to the maul again. Gabriel clears himself out the way. Thomas Williams. No, they're sticking with the kicking game. Territory first. Maxime Médard. Straight down the middle again. He just doesn't want to bounce too far over that dead ball line, but it's very well judged by Médard.
Just soaking up time. All this resetting. Wales getting back, taking the 22 dropout. We've just ticked over into the last 20 minutes. France eating up the time as much as they possibly can.
Bigger again. High. Oh, Pinot has dropped it again. Advantage. Thomas Williams pounces, pops up to Josh Adams. Wainwright to Liam Williams. A bit of width now from Wales. Hadley Parks, Justin Tipperick. Advantage over. Penalty to Wales.
No, your first action is to put yourself there.
Rhys Carey, Dylan Lewis, prepare to come on. Corner, Mertz?
I think so, and the way Dan Biggar is sitting up there right in front, as you all see, it certainly is, right down to the French half. Wales had some numbers, but the strength of Vakatawa
1 and 3
just stopped that movement, the double tackle in its track.
Changes in the front row. And changes behind them as well. Adam Beard comes on as props. Wyn Jones and Thomas Francis go off. Jake Ball gives way in the second row. Oh, look at that sky over Oita. Red sky in the Oita night. They haven't been on the attack of late. Adam Beard, the newcomer, wins his first line out. The maul spins, goes to ground. It's another turnover ball by France. Dupont. Does he kick or does Lopez kick? Do they run? They kick. George North waits. Inside him, Liam Williams and Dan Biggar. Hadley Parks. Josh Adams slips. Newcomer, Rhys Carey.
Off now, leave blue!
Hadley Parks again, takes on Vakatawa and stays over the ball. Can't claim it back for France this time. Ross Moriarty.
No.
Biggar. To Justin Tipperick, outside him. Aaron Wainwright, good feet by the wing forward. Long to Biggar. Oh, the adjustment by Adam Beard. Liam Williams cuts inside, taken high by Fiku. Williams, Thomas, that is. Good dancing feet by the scrum half. Pops it up. Biggar in support. No, it's not Biggar. Biggar's waiting now to receive. Wales can come through George North. Interception by Uge. Wales with a clear overlap. They couldn't take advantage, and France win the penalty.
How important is that moment going to be? The action of Yohan Uge leaping in the air. George North desperate to get that ball out wide where he had numbers. So close for Wales. France will toke up all the time. They can get a good outside break from North. Uge, eggs in the basket, wasn't it?
Number 4,
and it
blue,
paid dividends on this
Yeah,
occasion.
it's coming.
They've just got some smart, experienced players out there, that's for sure. Uge, 62nd cap, making some good decisions because he had to come in and stop that movement. Wales, meanwhile, have had a couple of overlaps on both sides of the field and just haven't been able to capitalise on that. And meanwhile, France are absolutely doing Wales over at the breakdown. They're throwing the numbers in there, they've got their body positions low, and they're targeting the ball.
Change in the French pack. Louis Picamol comes on. Bernard Leroux comes off, limps off. 25 minutes, 24 and a half minutes to go. Lopez downfield. France take up position just inside their own half.
Yeah, line's yours. Get in.
As you'd expect, France in no hurry to get to this line out.
And Picamol coming on, that canny veteran. That's not going to speed the game up any at all. He is there for one reason only, and that's to hold on to the ball and play that close-in game and deny Wales possession.
Olivon wins.
Hold on.
France set up them all. Dupont waits. Dupont goes on a little run of his own. Good dart by the scrum half. Uge was right there with him, kept the momentum going. The new man, Picamol, to Poirot. Lopez, he might be thinking drop goal. Chat takes it on. Carré, 17. Here's Lopez. High though, not the drop goal. Bounces. Scraps to be had. Tipperick picks it up and Wales can't escape.
Touched your hand, then touch the blue player, so therefore nothing.
France will have the button at the scrum.
The eagle eyes of Jaco Paper denying Wales. Tipperick had got his hands on the ball and Williams was away. They know how desperately close that was.
Blue.
Lopez was going for the brilliance of Pinot out wide. We've already seen how good he is under a high ball. Knock on from Wales, the result.
Just wondering whether the knock-on came.
I'm not sure if I saw any Welsh fingers on that.
Captain.
More changes. Another front row forward comes on for France. Cyril Bay.
Already touched hand by him.
Jefferson Poirot takes his lead.
Discipline.
The seconds are ticking. Warren Gatland, he'll be keeping an eye on the clock.
Comes back on. Crouch. Fine.
Rabah Slimani, wearing 3, is still on the field for France, just as Ken Owens, hooker number 2 for Wales, is still on. There's room for experience in a game like this.
Yes, and we saw an example just then. Slimani, the experience at tight head prop, the scrummaging specialist, just pleading for the reset of that scrum. He felt the set was too early.
Crouch. Fine. Sit.
Good 7-man scrum. Here comes Vakatawa. Oh. Here goes Vakatawa. What a powerful run by the centre.
There's the ball. No. Your ball. Forward. That player's trapped in. He's trapped in.
Forward.
Your ball.
France have the put in at the scrum. Great position for France.
Yeah,
and that's all they wanted, France. They've got possession. They went forward. Look at this. You may as well step on a train track.
Let's go. Go.
And try and stop one of those big freight trains coming through.
We're not going to waste time. Let's go.
Big ask of Dan Biggar, and he tried manfully. But it took 3 or 4 in the end to get Vakatawa down. France right on the brink of getting across that Welsh line again, which could prove decisive.
There's no deception in how they're using Vakatawa, though. They've pretty much used him with every set piece to hit close like that to take it forward, but he's so powerful that no one can stop him behind the game line.
Your player's in. It's your player.
Cuget on this left wing, Mel, in front of you, has dropped right wide. North as yet hasn't followed him.
Right, all in.
He's certainly making his presence known to Camille Lopez, isn't he?
I saw him drink a bottle of Coca-Cola before a test match once.
Options on both sides for France.
Roach.
Still no number 8 there. Charles Olivon takes his position on the far side.
Set.
Quick ball would give Dupont a chance to hit the blind side.
Hold up.
It's gone loose. Thomas Williams has stolen it. Moriarty comes away with it. Penaud stepped in to make a huge tackle. Adam Beard to Josh Adams. Play on. Williams, Wales now keeping it in the hand. Bigger to Parks, who puts a big boot to it. Medar goes back. Medar beats one. Can't quite get away from Alan Wynne-Jones. Parks gets back to make a tackle, but France in possession. Medar.
Hold your stand. Right, Park.
Bigger back. Liam Williams to his left. Williams takes on Olivon. Williams beats them. Gets the pass to Adams. Adams, equal top try scorer at the World Cup. 5 tries to his name, none today. Moriarty takes the huge hit of Louis Picamol.
No hands blue. Leave the hand. It's your player that pulled him over.
Bigger. Wales running into Vakatawa may not be the wisest move. George North off his wing, looking for work. The aerial routes with Lopez covering. Dan Bigger did ever so well. Owen Watkin is there over the ball.
And rock now.
France have it.
Leave the leg. No.
We're into the 70s.
Let's use it.
8.5 minutes left. Can France hang on to this 6-point lead? Down to 14 players.
No. Use it!
They have to use it now. Dupont will kick. Thomas Williams will catch and pass to Liam Williams. Williams tries to get away from Gaël Ficou.
Missed it.
Penalty against France. Can't take out the scrum half like that.
Heading out the halfback. Trying to clear it.
Good chance for Wales to get right down and put the pressure on. They've just started to have a little bit of the air of desperation, I think, in the last few actions. Just becoming a bit quicker and a bit more individual. Just need to settle things down. This is a good opportunity to do that.
Dan Bigger wanted the touch judge to squeeze a little more out of that, but
There's the captain.
it's inside the 22.
They've never done anything but shortchange us goal kickers, us line touch kickers, those touch judges. I have to put my faith in young Nick Berry there, sideline, the Queenslander. It's pretty accurate.
Rava Slimani does leave the field for France, the experienced prop, and they've changed their scrum half as well. Justin Tipperick wins the line out. New prop 18 is Emeric Setiano.
Well good.
Setiano at the back. Wales go to ground. Thomas Williams. Setiano makes the tackle now. Adam Beard with the pickup and the goal. Oh, they've knocked it on, Wales. Dylan Lewis shakes his head, and the clock
Let's go.
ticks on.
We're not going to waste time. Bring your players.
And that's that over-enthusiasm that easily besets teams at a moment
me, I
like
won't
this.
let
You're
them,
just
waste
desperate
time.
to get
Don't
those
worry about
points. Some really good build-up play. Williams, a nice little break. Just see the ball going to ground there at the end. Ball preservation is paramount. Saw George North getting involved, the pick and go. They had good forward momentum, Wales. France ecstatic.
Baptiste Serin, the new scrum half. Wyn Jones looking on. Oh, it hurts from the sideline. At least these players out there can control their own destinies to a certain extent. There is the referee to have a say.
And there are also 14 guys opposite who have really dug in since they've been down a man. The defence has been physical. Wales has got no traction today out of going direct. You've got to get the French defence moving laterally, making decisions, taking advantage of perhaps their communication between one another, which is not always wonderful. That man there has been fantastic.
Okay, time's back on. Crouch.
France do put
Bind.
somebody into a number 8 position.
Set.
Number 7, Charles Olivon.
Stay behind.
It's a right mess. It's gone loose. Justin Tipperick for the line. Surely Wales must score. Have scored. Ross Moriarty runs back. It was a huge scrum effort. We're going to have a review.
Okay. We're going to check that. Marius.
Yeah, I'm listening.
On-field decision is try. We need to check that strip, whether it's gone forward. And then the grounding as well. Just like double sure. So on-field decision is try. We've got to prove that the ball's gone forward.
All right.
Unless that, we stick with the try.
The elation of the Welsh in the crowd may be tempered somewhat. Thomas Williams it was who got through, seemingly
checking whether
innocuous
the
at the
strip has
back
gone
of the French
forward or
scrum.
not.
Suddenly
We're
a
looking
shunt
for
from
a clear
Wales.
forward pass in the strip.
Yes.
Thomas Williams has ripped the ball out. The question being, as he ripped it out, did it go
Checking whether
forward
that's gone forward.
before being regathered by Tipperick?
You can see the 9 defense, please.
So Jaco, we showing you a Hawkeye, a top angle. Here we going.
That's gone straight up in the air. Justin Tipperick for the line.
All right, we're going to show it again. We're going to have a look at it again, Jaco.
Yeah. Please give us space. That's behind him, is it? Never went forward there.
All right. Okay, Jaco.
Yep.
All right, so from that angle, that's the only really good angle that we have. Okay, we're going to have, there's another one coming up. Hang on, we're having another one.
That's a try. Happy. Oh, good.
The strip was good. The grounding
Morris, so we
looks
stick with our on-field decision.
Okay, Jaco, I've got a decision for you.
Yep. Try.
All right.
Yeah. It's not clear that the ball's gone forward. On-field decision is try, so we stick with the try.
The try is awarded from a scrummage that finally capitulated under 8-man pressure. Ross Moriarty scores the try, Dan Biggar adds the conversion, and Wales take the lead.
French a lot quicker back to this kickoff. They've only got 5.5 minutes now.
Hanging restart. Brilliantly taken by Alan Wyn Jones. Now then it's all about Wales protecting a narrow lead. Thomas Williams. Long into the French half. Maxime Médard waits.
Stop!
Dan Biggar is back for Wales. That might go over the dead ball line. That will be a scrum right back from where Maxime Médard kicked it. Oh, what a turnaround in this game. 14-man France had done so much to protect their lead, and now it's gone.
Yes, and the heroes for Wales at this stage look like the scrum, which puts so much pressure on Thomas Williams, who got his hands in there. But Maxime Médard, we haven't seen his boot fail this afternoon, and finally it does so. How much will they regret the opportunity before by Camille Lopez to take those 3 points?
A change at hooker. Elliot D comes on for Ken Owens. What echoes there are of the game 8 years ago when Wales were down to 14 men. Now it's France. It was a one-point game back then. It's a one-point game now. Now the clock is ticking against France.
Crouch. Bind. Set. No, we do it again.
The scrum
Do it again.
will
Not
reset.
sure who's going around which corner. Maybe it's red. Maybe it's red. Not sure. Yeah, we'll do it again.
What Wales would
Have you
want
got
to
the
turn the
dominance?
scrum there,
On your
I think,
side.
is the word in Jaco Piper's ear.
Sorry.
4 minutes left.
Yeah, exactly.
Jacques
Let's do it again.
Brunel,
Square both sides forward.
the French
Both
coach.
looses going forward. No tight.
That is the halfway line, running straight down the tunnel.
Still all that room behind the French back line. Will Dan Biggar just put it down the middle, get the defensive line coming up,
Bind.
make them work out of there with 14
Set.
men.
Yeah.
More seconds to be eaten up at the
Stability.
reset.
The focus is on you. Stability now. On you. Can't have a takeout coming in and down like that.
Gaël Ficou waits
Careful.
in the centre. Will he have a chance
Same pressure.
to run at Hatley Parks?
Crouch. Bind. Set. Do it again. There's nothing here on my
Reset
side. You got a
again.
picture.
The seconds, the minutes are being eaten up at this
Yeah,
one
let's all walk
scrummage
it over
on
this
the
side.
halfway line. Not yet, not yet.
clock.
2.5 to go. The props who have come and gone.
Just a moment, yeah. Number 2.
Thomas,
Just a moment, yeah. We need
Francis,
that to be
Wyn
stable.
Jones,
Both of you are fighting.
Jefferson
I know
Poirot.
why. But the ball's not going to come out. You're wasting your own time. You've got to be patient until the ball is in. Don't go back. Right, well then, let's go.
Maxime Médard takes his lead. Vincent Rattez comes on in his place.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Penalty to Wales.
Collapse. Go back.
Paul Strigen, Bobby as he's known,
Yeah.
applauds. Everything
number
is
18,
going to be
far side,
applauded
taking it
now.
down.
Cyril Baille is penalised. Coach Gatland giving nothing away yet.
Decision time. What are we doing?
And in the context of the match, Eddie, do you think that's the best scrum in World Cup history? For the Welsh, it's taken 3 minutes, and
Okay,
they come
let's
out
go.
of it with a
Bring them on.
penalty.
Certainly in Welsh scrummaging history, there was the famous 100-minute game in the Six Nations, and the extra 20 all seem to be about one scrum. And this one, this is going out thanks to that scrum. Who knows? Is there one more twist in this most unusual World Cup quarter-final? It's had everything. Perhaps the biggest drama was the red card shown to Sébastien Vermaina for an elbow. on the face of Aaron Wainwright. Is there one more turn in this game? Wales have possession. They aim a maul and drive it at the French line. Elliot D in possession. He goes to ground. It's there for the captain, Alan Wynne-Jones. He leaves it for Aaron Wainwright. Wainwright held. France over the ball. Wales still have it. Coming up to just 30 seconds left.
Let's use it now.
Dylan Lewis waits. Hay has it. Thomas Williams looks up. Ross Moriarty, 20. All the Welsh players are clustered around this breakdown. Nobody out wide. 8 seconds to go. One more breakdown might do it. Williams looking at the clock. We're there. The clock goes red. Dan Bigger kicks it hard into the stands. Jaco Piper checks the time, blows his whistle, and it's the red shirts of Wales who will go into the semi-finals of this World Cup. But what drama we have. Look at the French faces. They have been beaten by the single point. Wales 20, France 19.
Devastation for the French, and you see it on the face of Louis Picamol. To the victors, the spoils, including the man of the match, which goes to Aaron Wainwright, the number 6 for Wales. He's had a storming game. There have been so many hands gone up from both sides for that award. Two teams of gladiators have gone at it, and only one can walk away with the win, and it's Wales with smiles all over their faces.
Alan Jones, congratulations. You guys were strong favourites heading into this one, but you've played France a number of times. Did you expect the game to be like that?
I think we were slow at the blocks. We haven't been particularly like that. We probably continued in a similar vein. Now we started against Fiji, which is slightly disappointing, but the character we showed to come through. Obviously there was an advantage in the second half after the card, but you know, we kept plugging away and came on the right side of the scoreboard.
And tell me what it was like. I mean, obviously they were pretty tough in the breakdowns, but then you guys, it was your scrum at the end that gave you a couple of advantages there.
Yeah, well, obviously we knew the advantage at set piece time, so you wanted to make the advantage and take the advantage with territory and get those opportunities, which we did. We had to break them down, keep chipping away, and they got strong in the contact area, like you say. But you know, we're pleased. There's plenty for us to work on. So yeah, but ultimately pleased with the result.
And finally, I know you probably don't hear the noise. I certainly did from the sideline, but your fans are just great, aren't they?
Yeah, we've seen a lot of red from the Japanese support over here, but to see the Welsh fans come over is awesome, and the red wave is getting increasingly bigger and talking about.
Thank you, congratulations.